physiology is basically the correct functions of the body during a specific activity, and it also involves the chemical processes.
Okay, well now that they know that, let's look at how the respiratory system works during swimming.
There are many uses for the respiratory system in swimming because it's so important, but one of them is for buoyancy or flotation.
Interesting. How is the respiratory system used for flotation?
The lungs have 4 lobes in them, and the lobes in the lungs take up most space in the thoracic cavity. So when you take in oxygen, the lungs are less dense in the water, so you float.
What does it do with the muscular system?
Well, since swimming is a full body exercise, a lot of the muscles must be used during swimming. For instance, the biceps, triceps, deltoids, and gastrocnemius are used, but plus many other muscles, but we'll talk about that in the video shown later.
What happens to the oxygen that the blood carries?
It then goes to the mitochondria in the muscle cells, and from there the mitochondria make more ATP, which is just energy for the muscles, and that's pretty much what it does.
There's a lot that goes on while swimming.
Yeah, another system that is used during swimming is the nervous system, and that helps regulate breathing rate, muscular coordination, and helps decrease the buildup of lactic acid.
Many people don't know how many things go on while you swim and how many organ systems it uses. But we now have a video to show you guys of Tina Piscina swimming.
This is what the correct physiology of swimming looks like.
So now that we're clear with the correct physiology, let's talk about the incorrect physiology. Do you know anything that could happen when you have incorrect physiology swimming?
You can get a shoulder rotator cuff injury from the butterfly stroke.
You can tear your rotator cuff. Your rotator cuff is a muscle in your shoulder. And if you tear this, you get surgery, or you could just go through physical therapy and just strengthen it again. But you'll have pain there. Do you know how many people tear their rotator cuff a year?
No, how many?
About like 200,000.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot more than you thought, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of injuries that you can get during swimming without correct physiology, but mostly you can just strain your muscles, but that could also cause pain.
Yeah.
Well, now that we know more about swimming, after the break, we're going to come back and learn about some lacrosse. Welcome back. I'm here with Leah Cross now to talk about lacrosse. Lacrosse has rapidly increased with the number of kids playing in America. Let's take a look. Lacrosse consists of a lot of running. Several different muscles aid in running. One of them is the quadricep. The quadricep is the extensor of the leg, bends the hip, and straightens the knee. It also stabilizes the knee and helps to absorb shock. Also, there are the hamstrings. The hamstrings straighten the hip and begin to bend the knee. They also lift the knee behind you. The inner calf, the soleus, the outer calf, and the gastrocnemius extend and flex each foot as you push off, giving you a bounce in your step. The gluteus muscles extend the hip and stabilize the trunk, keeping you upright. Finally, the hip muscles help you move the leg back and forth. Lee, how do muscles know to run?
That job belongs to the nervous system. Nerves that control muscles are called motor neurons. Each motor neuron controls up to 1,000 muscle fibers. The brain sends electrical signals to these motor neurons.
These MRIs show how you can tear your ACL and what it looks like torn and what it looks like normal.
That's it for today's show. Thanks to Tina Piscina and Lee Cross for joining us today to talk about sports physiology. Until next time, it's not TV, it's biology.